Hey guys, it's Tom McDonald here from TMSI Telephony Managed Solutions. How you doing? I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the 3CX web client that we use for our back-end engine when we don't actually put a PBX on site. So we use our partner 3CX to host our traffic. And they've got a really good compendium of different products and services. Now, the phones are one thing, the hard phones are one thing, the ones that sit on your desk, but then you have soft phones that you can put onto your iPhone or Android device that can parallel or twin to your desk phone. And then you can also put on a phone right on your computer. And this is what I'm going to show you right now. This is a Windows, but you can do Windows or Apple. And I would log in with my particular IP address. I'm going to put in my user name. 201 happens to be the extension I'm working on. And I'm going to put in my passcode to get in. And this is basically a representation of the phones in my group, in my company. I'm 201. I've got an extension 204. I'm just going to give you some quick rundowns on what you do. You can call it. You can have a chat with 204. You can have a web meeting. Yes, you can do web meetings. You can add them to favorites. If I double click on it, the phone, I'll call. You could probably hear it ringing there. That's my other phone on my desk. You can have somebody call you, 201. So if I call from 204 to 201, you can see that 201 is my phone. It is ringing, and I can see it on my computer. I can answer it. I can decline it. I can divert it to voicemail. And if I do answer it, then I can do things like I can transfer it. I can do an attended transfer. So a transfer to another extension or a phone outside of my office. I can record the call. Could be handy. Do a conference call. An attended transfer as opposed to a blind transfer means that I can announce the call to the person I'm transferring it to before I actually complete the transfer. I'm going to end this call right now. You can go into contacts. You can have contacts which are easy to add right here. These are all contacts. You can have ones for just for the company, just for you. And those are easy to import. You can import those on a CSV file. Call history shows you all of the calls that you've done. You can use them to go, oh, I want to see all the incoming calls. Did I miss any calls? Yeah, I did. Oh, it was an important client. I want to call them back. Voicemail, you can listen to a voicemail message here. I can send the message. I can download it. I can also delete it. I can also have it come into my email. I'm not sure if I've got an email address or one that came in. Yeah, there it is. So this is what it's going to look like right here. New voicemail from 204. Then you would simply just click on this or download it, and you can play the message. So, of course, this comes in anywhere in the world. That's kind of handy, too, isn't it? That's really cool. If we go back to this, you can actually schedule conferences. You can use your Google Calendar to populate for people. These are the other choices you can do. And you can send notes to the recipients, and the audio can be the conference can be a video call through web meeting, or it can or a classroom-based thing where you're telling people what's going on. You can schedule the time for when you want to do it. This is all through your phone system, and it's all included to a certain number of users. I think it's at least 10, so it's pretty good that way. Web meeting. If you have a camera. You can actually have, I don't have a camera on this computer, but you can set up a web meeting chat with multiple people. You can add the guests, you can invite them, you can turn your camera off, microphone off, you can mute the others, you can host it. Switchboard, we don't use this too much, but this is like call queuing and wallboard. So if you have a lot of calls coming in, you can see what how many are waiting, the average talk time. How many agents are busy right now, callbacks, waiting times, how many people gave up on you. You can set up reminders to call people back as well. Queued calls will just tell you how many people are actively in the queue right now for your busy call center calls coming in. Settings allows you to change your presence. You can set up call forwarding here. You can change your greetings here. So you can record another greeting. Hi, this is Tom. I'm not available to leave your message. You can play the different ones depending on whether you've selected, say, a business trip. I'm away on business. I'm out for lunch. Can't take your call right now. I'm away. So you can have a whole plethora of different types of calls. integration. We can get into that later. Scanning QR codes is just so that you can hold your iPhone or Apple screen or camera up to this. It'll automatically download and log you in automatically on your app once you've installed the app on your iPhone or Android. Fairly good help menu over here. And I think that covers the bulk of it. You can dial, of course, if you want to dial this way. You can set your presence management here so that when people call you, it plays like internally. It'll let them know, hey, you're out to lunch. You can do that if you're having someone else from internally call you. Externally, it will play a different greeting for them. If they're linked, like these phones could be anywhere in the world, they don't have to be in one office, then they can call you and they can actually see that you're not available. That's just a really brief rundown on this, and you can we'll go from there. Thanks for listening, and talk soon.